So what's good, y'all? We are back with another video. And with Summer League basically being almost at an end, I think we're at the playoff portion of the Summer League now. Teams are starting to get eliminated. Some teams are advancing. I think rookies, obviously, are the major headline for a lot of the Summer League with these guys getting drafted, and we want to see what they're all about. We've seen Victor Wembanyama. We've seen Brandon Miller. We've seen a whole bunch of rookies, even some surprising ones in Keontae George for Utah. But the Thompson twins have really caught my eye. And the reason I say that is because, obviously you want to know who each prospect is before going into the draft. And I knew a lot of the prospects. And I knew the Thompson twins, but there was a difference. I really didn't watch them. I just watched the little scouting videos, highlights here and there, just to see what they were about at like a base level. But watching the both of them play, I think they're both going to be game changers in the NBA. And by game changers, I'm not talking about Steph Curry, where they're going to wreck the game and completely change it to the point where, everybody's doing what they're doing. I'm saying that they're going to be game changers in the fact that when they're in the game, they're going to make things happen. Like, they're going to wreck the game, whether that's defensively with the way that they're basically on you like glue, or offensively, where they're going to go at you, go into the basket, or they're going to play make in different ways and basically get their teammates involved. It's a wings league, and the Thompson twins fit right in. 6'7". Pretty long wingspans, 6'9" for Amen, 6'10" for Ausar. Freakish athleticism from both of them. And when you watch them play, it's like the feel and the instincts for the game that both twins have at such a young age. It's very nice to see. Like, they just look so poised. They look so under control. They never really look like they're nervous out there. You don't get that vibe when you're watching them out there on the floor. They're both great defenders. I think they're going to be very versatile defenders, guarding positions 1 through 4 at their peak. Like when they get stronger and they're able to handle guarding some 4s. Right now, more so 1 through 3. But they also, like I mentioned, have good playmaking abilities on the offensive end, with Ausar Thompson being a point guard. And I think Ausar is more of a wing position-wise. He is a small forward. He doesn't have as great playmaking abilities as Amen does, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good playmaking ability for him as well. They both can finish at the rim in a multitude of ways with either hand. Got that freakish athleticism, like I said, where they can just stay in the air, have that hang time to make changes if need be. Both of them, though, are not elite shooters. Ausar, I think, is the slightly better shooter than Amen. And like I mentioned, they're going to need some more strength as well. But both these guys just have a high floor. Like, I don't see them bottoming out to the point where, like, they're complete bust and they're almost out the league. I think at worst, they're good role players. And at best, well, obviously they're stars. I can't really see them, like, failing that much. I just can't. Like, even their demeanor off the floor, they just look like they're ready for this moment. And I just really can't see them failing. Like, they have the tools to be good NBA players and stick around for a long time, even if they don't reach their best or peak potential. As for Ausar Thompson going into this season, he's going on to a Houston team. He's probably going to be coming off the bench, which kind of sucks. I would have loved to see what he looked like being a starter right off the bat. But he's probably coming off the bench for Fred VanVleet, which I guess it's fine. They need some vets on that team. They paid a lot for said vets in Dillon Brooks and Fred VanVleet. But, Ausar Thompson should be able to go out there, control the second unit, play with some of the guys in the first unit, and show how he can impact the game. And I think he can make this Rockets team a better team, a slightly better team. I'm not going to sit here and be like, Ausar Thompson's going to make the Rockets a top 6 team in the West and make them a playoff team. But I think he'll be out there. He's not going to be I don't expect him to be a wild kind of rookie. Like, I think he'll be fine. He's going to be under control, poised, like I mentioned earlier. Can't really see him, like, if he sucks shooting the ball for his rookie year and he's not as good as he should be offensively, he's still going to get minutes for his defensive reasons. So I think he'll be fine his rookie year. He can fight for the Rookie of the Year award, but right now I really think that's like a two-man race. No disrespect to the other rookies, But for like NBA ready right off the bat, I think Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson are going to fight for that award. As for Ausar Thompson going into Detroit, very interesting because you do got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, who are going to be the starters. Does Ausar Thompson slide into the 3? Or does Bojan Bogdanovic start at the 3 and like they have, some type of lineup out there where Ausar Thompson's coming off the bench? Me personally, I think Detroit should try to move off Bojan Bogdanovic, try to see what they can get, maybe get a first. Who knows? Maybe they can get a first-round pick because Bogdanovic had a pretty good year for Detroit. And just slide Ausar Thompson into that 3 spot. I like Detroit's core a lot. I've been high on Detroit's core since the minute they drafted Cade Cunningham because I think Cade Cunningham is going to be like a franchise talent guy where he can make a team, a playoff team, if you give him the right talent around him. And Ausar Thompson is a great piece to the puzzle. He's going to be a great piece to the puzzle for this Detroit team where you look at that, the first 3 guys in that starting 5 in the future with Cade, Ivey, and Ausar. Those are some pretty athletic guys. I mean, Cade's not really super athletic, but Ivey and Ausar Thompson, and then you want to throw out there, Jalen Duren, who's another freak athlete playing the center spot. Their defense could be really good in the future, especially with Duren and Thompson being in that front court. So I just like the potential. I just think these 2 players are going to be here for a hot minute. They're going to be on, if they're on different teams, it's whatever in the future, but teams are going to want them. Teams are going to want the Thompson twins because I see the character, high character guys. They can impact the game in different ways, and don't let them become even just like average or slightly above average shooters because then it becomes a game changer. Then we can be talking about these guys as like potential superstar players in this league. I'm a really big guy on the Thompson twins. I did not think they were going to be this good. Overtime elite, something I didn't really watch. But I'm surprised and I'm impressed. I really like what the Thompson twins bring to the game, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the next level going into October. Anyways, that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Link will be down in the description below. This has been a checkup where we talk hoops and hoops only, and I'll see ya in the next video.